Hey, hello, what's up guys? Yes, it's me again. I came back to my YouTube video and today I want to talk about something in English. Okay, so today what I want to talk about is that, I've been thinking about this. I was thinking about this on the way home. I am driving to home. I'm commuting, by a car, and so I'm driving. While I'm driving, back home, I was thinking about this, thinking about, that confidence on my English speaking skill. English is my second language. And then, I have to admit that I just have having a hard time to keep my confidence, even though I am speaking in English every day, because I've been working for this company for the last 1 year and 1 month now. And then, on this job, I have to, talk to our customers in English over the phone every day, and then so that is the reason why I have to speak in English every day. So even though that I am speaking in English every day, I still cannot keep my confidence on my English speaking skill. I have to admit that sometimes I feel very confident about my English speaking skill, and especially after a conversation, with which that I could feel that I was speaking very well, in that conversation. If something like that happened, I could feel confident on my English speaking skill. But at the same time, for example, like today I feel this way, but sometimes maybe next day, I could feel that I could feel that my English just sucks and I just couldn't speak very well, while I'm talking to this customer. And it happens, and then once it happens, I feel that I just lose my confidence on my English speaking skill. So my English speaking skill is, at the level of my confidence on my English speaking skill. Varies every day. One day I feel very good about my speaking skill. The next day I feel very bad about my speaking skill, and then I feel like I just couldn't speak English very well at all. Those kind of thing. It's keep coming and going up and down. It keep coming over and over again, one after another. That's the situation I'm having right now, right? And then as I said earlier, you need to have a confidence. You need to have a confidence to be more fluent in speaking, in the foreign language. It's true, but at the same time, I am, struggling to keep this confidence. And then if I think about it, maybe that, because of that feeling I'm having, these days, I start to think that is it actually possible for anyone to keep the confidence all the time, while they are speaking in a foreign language. And then if I think about it, maybe it is, maybe for some people it's possible, but I think that most of the people, they just can't do that. They just can't keep their confidence, very big, huge, solid confidence all the time. I think it's very natural for everybody, when they are speaking in their in the second language. I think it's very natural to feel this way. Gain confidence today and lose confidence next day. It's those kind of things. I think it's very natural to happen to everyone, to every foreign language learners. I think it happens. And then if I think about myself, with my English, with my mother language, that is Japanese. Before I start working for this company, I was doing my own business, right? It was, I've been working for this company for the last 1 year and 1 month now. But before that, I was running my own business. And then on this business, I need to talk to our customer, Japanese customers every day. So I think that I was, receiving phone calls, like maybe 20 phone calls or 15 to 20 phone calls every day. So that means that I am talking to my customers, at least 15 to 20 customers every day, and talking to them in Japanese, right? And if I think about it, I've been thinking about it, and then I just remember that sometimes, even with the Japanese, even while I'm speaking Japanese with my Japanese customers, sometimes I felt that I was speaking very well, in Japanese, and then sometimes I feel that I'm very good at talking to our customer in Japanese, but like same with that English, I feel same way, even though I feel like I'm confident talking to our customer in Japanese, but sometimes I feel other way, because same thing with English. Sometimes after a conversation with a customer, sometimes I felt like that I couldn't speak very well, and then maybe I should say this way instead of that way, instead of using this word. Maybe if I have used this word, maybe that's more clearer for the customer to understand what I'm trying to tell them. Those kind of stuff. Those kind of stuff always came to my mind, and once I feel that way, I lost confidence on my speaking skill in Japanese. So even with my mother language, Japanese, even with the Japanese, I feel this way. So I think that it's very natural. If I think about it, I think it's very natural for me to do the same with the English. I mean, because even with my mother language, even with the Japanese, I feel this way, and why it's very natural for me to feel the same way. Lose confidence. To have to have a hard time in keeping my confidence on my speaking skill. With the foreign language, it's very natural. And if I think this way, it's if I just I've been thinking, and then I thought that maybe if I just admit two of these facts, that first of all, for anyone it's very difficult to keep the confidence all the time, while speaking in a foreign language, and at the same time, the other facts, I should admit it, that it's very natural to to anyone to have this up and downs on their confidence on speaking skill, even with their mother language. It's gonna happen. So it's very natural to happen while they are speaking in a foreign language, and it's the same thing. So once I admit these facts, as I said, first of all, it's not possible for almost anyone, for almost everybody to keep their confidence while they are speaking in a foreign language at the same time, and even with the mother language, it's gonna happen. And then why, it's so because of that, it's very natural to the same thing happen while I'm speaking in foreign language. If I just admit this fact, it makes me more relaxed. And once people relax, usually that people can perform and do things at their best, right? And then once if they can do it very well, if they can feel that well, today I speak very well, and then that's is something, that's how how you could build your confidence on your speaking skills. So yeah, I thought that maybe that it's very important, not to not to think too much about trying to keep the confidence while you are speaking in a foreign language. Instead, if you just try to try to more relax, try to admit the fact that these facts, two facts, as I mentioned earlier, and it's you would feel that much less stress while you are speaking in a foreign language. And then I think that's an overall result will be much better. I mean, if you think that way, automate these facts, and then it's gonna work for the better for you, I think. And at least I think that it's gonna work for me, better if I just think that way and just automate these facts, two facts, I mentioned, earlier. So yeah, that's something that I've been thinking, while I'm going back home, while I'm driving, and then it's my conclusion. And then from today on, I'm kind of trying to, automate these facts and trying to be relaxed, and so that I could, yes, just take it easy, and what I'm gonna say is that just take it easy and try to, yeah, that's more. Yeah, I think if I think that way, I think it makes me feel less stress, and then that's actually that actually gonna work for the better for me. Well, yeah, that's something I wanna talk about today, and thank you very much for watching my YouTube video, and then I'm gonna see you in the next video. Until then, bye.